we've got a lot to thank William Pennybrooks for in this town, and one of the things we have got to thank him for is bringing all of you here today, and we've got some fantastic artists to work for us this weekend.
So, our first performance of M21 is Sean Byrne, and Sean is there. And if we could follow Sean up to the square, Sean will be delivering Psychosis Ballet. Thank you, Sean.
So welcome to Psychosis Ballet. 5 different Olympic sports. 100 yards, a target game, a shot put and a jump. They're all very different to the original Olympic sports, but they take something from them too. I do need someone to hold this scoreboard for me, and then I also need the audience to give me scores based on how many points you think I deserve. And the great thing about it is that most of these art forms are usually very urban. They usually take place in cities, but here we are right in a small town, rural Shropshire, and yet we're having the same sort of live art that usually take place in big cities. So it's brilliant to bring it to the countryside for a day or two. So 3, 2, 1. When I raise my arm.
3, 2, 1, go!
Depression hurdles. No, I can't do it. It requires too much energy. I can't focus. I can't concentrate. Weight loss, mind loss, sleep loss. I just can't do it. Come on, I need you to cheer for me, to get me going. I really need some motivation. Depression hurdles. I've had a special costume made up, partly like a straitjacket. It's orange and purple. It's the colours that the Olympics, not the athletes, but the Olympic other people are wearing this summer. So that's who I am. That's what I'm doing in a nutshell. I'm not doing very well. How many bonus points do I get? 500. That's very generous, Lois. I'm not sure if I should. 250. We might go downwards instead. We'll bid downwards. Is 250 too much, do you think? No. Okay. Will it roll back into it and stop? Stop! Oh, no! I think. One last nut. We've scored 25 points so far, that's all. Who thinks I'm going to score with this one? Big cheer! Come on, concentrate, focus. Really focus for it.
Go.
You get a bonus, you get to take the nuts home with you. Yeah, very good.
And this is Angel, and he's from Croatia, and I'm really pleased to meet you. I'm just wondering who you are, why you came here, what's the type of your performance, and how do you feel performing here?
The piece is called Zero, and the idea of Zero is that zero in itself is completely valueless, does nothing on its own, but it gives value to others. And in that sense, I think the baton in a relay race was quite a nice comparison. So the guys are running, but it's not a relay race without the baton. And just to give you an extra bit of quirky absurdity-ness, I decided the guys should wear suits, because normally when I perform, I almost always wear business suits. So I turned it around, get the guys in suits, and myself in sports gear, which I'd never ever wear in real life, and feel proudly silly. That's a good tip.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, here's mine.
Keep it going all day, is it?
Who have you got in there? Are you a local? Scope man.
My piece of work is called Training to Be Me, Part 2. Performance was stopping at various places that have got historical content in much Wenlock. So there was the church that's very connected to disabled people, connected both in making money and also in containers. Then we went to the Guildhall, where there are upstairs there are stocks, and there's also like a kind of whipping post where people were chained. So obviously anybody going outside of society's norms, people were punished because they had a cognitive difference, punished because they had psychological difference, punished because they had physical difference. I say I'm a disabled person because I'm disabled by a society that isn't made to suit me. I believe in Karl Marx's from each according to his ability, to each according to his need. I think we should share the wealth. We then went on to St Mildebерг's well. St Mildebeg was part of a rich family, and she was part of an abbess at the convent. But it was said that she cured people. That's what the well's about. Particular people with visual impairment. And if I am actually cured of my visual difference, I'm going to sue much Wenlock and Dash.
I thought it was some sort of healing something. I don't know what I thought.
Not sure either.
You don't know? No, because this is sort of an art piece with fortune. Oh, right. Okay.
Yo.
Oh, I see. So it's art.
When we were at the Guildhall, I felt I was going to cry because I thought about all the people like me who'd been there, who'd been punished. When I was at the well, I actually felt the support of other disabled people, because often disabled people are actually taken to places like that. We're told that we lack. We're told that we don't, come up to a standard, rather than celebrating that we are people of difference and we can liberate the world. We then went on to Ashfield Hall, which is where there was a plaque, and it talks about the naked beggars. At one time it was called St John's Hospital. It was a kind of asylum, but I think would be very much like a kind of workhouse. It was where you would put people who, again, not only didn't fit in, but didn't do their, it's all right to do beggary as long as you don't upset the, normal people too much. And the film was very much, if you notice, the film was both about inside my home and also I was outside, but both publicly and privately, your life is shaped by fitting in to the role that capitalism assigns. And I have enjoyed it very much. I was a bit kind of anxious about it, but it was very good. I liked the procession and I liked the way that people sat with the film, because I felt with the film that when, the film is slow and repetitive, which is to do with what life is like, so I felt that people also had the experience of that themselves in sitting there and it going on and on.
I'm Denise Lee, and this is my husband and accompanist Stefan Andrusishin. And Stefan is a classical accordionist, a proper Russian-built bayan, which is made primarily of wood and wax and reeds, proper Russian-made reeds. So it's almost like a portable chamber organ, and we use it to great effect with early music especially, which we're doing a little early music tonight.
People think that bayan is only for folk music, but I'd like to demonstrate to people that it's possible to use the bayan in classical music as well as folk. It's a very capable instrument. There are lots of things that it can do.
It's been selected quite carefully by the animator. We gave him a list of pieces which we felt would work in this setting, and he then went away, listened to them and decided which pieces he could make work the best. So the animation is totally down to him and the music is our field basically, and it's hopefully a happy marriage.
Welcome, Land Rovers, Abraham men, Palliards, Clapperdudgeons, Whipjacks, Dummeries, Files, Dunnekers, Cursitors, Roberts men. Those of you whose land and rights have been expropriated, those of you whose commons have been enclosed and are now landless and roved, those of you who have lost the right to graze your pigs in Sherlock Woods, those of you whose children have been spirited away to the plantations of the West Indies, never to return. Those of you who have spilled your blood to defend the commons, filling ditches, cutting hedges. Those of you who have built your squatter cottages. I welcome you all. The piece is called The Politics of Confinement. So it's about the land being enclosed. And that's a big thing that's happened in this country, all over the world, but it was about what's happened in this country in particularly the 15th, 16th, 17th centuries, when so many people were pushed off the land. And also then bringing it here to the 21st century, what happened in this very field where the fences were put up for what was once just a big open field and people were enclosed in these little tramways. And the suit, I think straw is so basic. It's like straw and hay. What is it? It's just grass, it's plants, it's the basic thing that you put animals on, you can roof your house with. It's like the building block of life. So I thought I would cover a suit with straw, then I'd be like a part of the land. This field, this ancient land was a playground, a passageway, a picnic place for all of Wenlock. Then the plague of 2001 arrived on the land, that pestilence led by greed, that foot and mouth. This countryside was closed, the footpaths were closed to stop the spread of the pox. But then our great leader, Tony Blair, he declared, the countryside is open, the footpaths are open. These tramway fences here and on Wenlock Edge, these stockade fences, these muddy pestilent sores, they were put down to open up the countryside. But they closed us out to walk between two lines of wire, to be forced onto a stinking muddy track instead of roaming free. It's not a pleasure, that walk, but to be herded by the will of the landowner and the lords of the manor. And what of our future? Will our children feel free to walk in this field, or will they choose to walk through mud and dog shit? That is my question. Thank you. And this was dedicated to all the people who are fighting, people like the MSF in Brazil, who are the landless peasants movement, who are fighting to take land. Thank you.
I've been drawing and painting all my life. I think I was probably drawing whilst I was still in my mother's womb. I think I came out with a paintbrush in my hand or in my mouth somewhere. But professionally, I've been painting since for about 25 years. The first collection of portraits that I did, they were of famous and up-and-coming emerging disabled artists. So amongst that collection there was Tony Heaton, there was Julie McNamara, Matt Fraser. There was 10 of them altogether, that's just a few. Positives of the festival are that we've got such a great diversity in terms of the artworks that have been produced. Really, I think there seems to be something for everyone really, and I think the fact that the artists that have been involved are very sort of top of their game, if you like. So I think that's. The fact that because they're top of their game, that they're being seen by lots of people in such a small space.
In a period of hiding, people feel trapped in a life bound by rules and external expectations. To be classified as a disabled person, the government is implying that you cannot contribute to society, that you have nothing to offer. Whilst at the same time, the same government might decide you are not worthy of support. You are too capable.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Much Wenlock has a background of inviting people with disabilities to do performance at other times. So we're happy to have all sorts of different types of art events in Much Wenlock. And we've got several local groups with learning disabilities that do art, theatre performance for us at other festivals.
The audience ready?
I need all the audience ready.
So, what do you think of the festival, Dash? Has it been good? It's a new festival, has it been good? Have you made new friends? So it's been really, really good today, it's been fantastic. And I love performing, it's been amazing, I'm really passionate about it, it's been fantastic. We've got International Sign Language and British Sign Language. Are they different or are they the same? Do you think we can communicate together? They're very different. He's saying it is a different communication style. So, do you think it's possible to communicate between International Sign Language and BSL? It's possible? Yeah, it's possible. How? How can we do it? So if we sign SSE and BSL, and we kind of combine them together, it will be almost like International Sign Language. I think we can do it. Thank you very much. Oh, it was great to see you.
My name's Jane, I live in Much Wenlock. I'm actually here because I make glass, I'm selling my glass today, and I think things like this are really wonderful. To have people wandering around, laughing, enjoying themselves, it's beautiful. Thank you.
This is the book that codifies just how mad we are. When you look up in it, it's got all the different entries just saying what is wrong with you. There's a new copy that the Americans are currently working on, DSM-5, which is going to have even more illnesses for you to choose from. I'm going to leap off it while blindfolded. Once I've put the blindfold on, not before, because otherwise I'll be able to see you doing it, you're going to draw a circle. Yesterday the circle was over there, so don't draw it over there because I know where that one is. So you need to draw a circle anywhere else around me. I'm going to put my blindfold on. And then I'm going to ask the person with the piece of chalk to draw a circle somewhere on the ground, anywhere around me. Don't tell me where you are, direction it's in. We're going to see if I can score better than I did last time. I scored about 10 points for this. So I think it's going to be somewhere in this area around here. So I'm going to leap in this area. No. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
No.
No cigar.
Where was the circle?
Behind you.
Behind you. Behind you. Do I score any points for this?
Yeah.
50. I'll put you down. That looks quite a good shot put. So I'm going to come to the edge of the pavement. I'm going to put the shot over your heads. I'm going to aim just to the left of where that person is standing right by the clock tower. So I hope this doesn't hit you. Get the duck if it does. 3, 2, 1. And to celebrate, there's a slight extra thing that's happening today. So yesterday, my personal best for the first attempt at it was 2,660. Today, 3,200. I did indeed do better.
I just wanted to also break the London Olympic Games and Paralympic Games Act of 2006 by saying Olympic gold, 2012 silver races. I think that's probably broken it enough, and it's recorded on CCTV. And thank you everyone, and I hope you've had a good time, or an interesting time. If it wasn't good, that doesn't matter. If it was interesting, that is good, better. And I hope we all meet up again somewhere. Thank you.